All right, my fellow rushers, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to read through some of the highlights that I'm seeing as of today in May, this Kingdom Rush Origins Chaos Mode Changelog. The Null Reavers, their melee attacks have a 30% chance to stun for 1 second. Very cool. Now, if you're not familiar with any of this, there's mods for everything. This is the Kingdom Rush Origins mod, and it's pretty cool. So we got Null Reavers, Null Burners. Melee attacks apply burning, of course. Did it only used to be ranged? I think so. The range attack cooldown decreased. Wow, so they attack really fast now, every 0.5 seconds instead of every 3 seconds. That's crazy. Null Nars. Battle Fury damage multiplier increased from 1.5 to 2. Cool, cool. Hyenas. Infinite? Wow. That's scary. That's a really good Barret counter. They were already a pretty good Barret counter, especially on that one post-game level where you start out with like no gold. What's it called? Galadriel's Wall? Yeah, something like that. Parathon. They don't carry anything. Now carry boulders. Okay, so the ones that didn't have anything are now having boulders. They spawn Null Nars. No. Instead of spawning those guys, they spawn Null Blighters. Cool. Ettins no longer hit themselves on the head, okay, which stuns them and makes them a lot slower and everything. For everyone that spawns, 5 Null Gnawers spawn afterwards. Very cool. Null Catapult, their radius increased 3-fold. Harassers shoot poison arrows. Very cool. I like all these anti-barrack things because barracks, obviously, and Arcane Archers are just like the two best things in the entire game. So any changes that go against that are really innovative and very nice for providing new challenges and making the game just completely feel different. Sword Spiders, they can apply bleeding. Okay, cool. Satyr Cutthroats, they attack faster. Very nice. Hoplites, they have a spawning cooldown. It used to be every 6 seconds. Every 4 seconds now. Nice. They have no node limit, so they can do it by the exit now. Very nice. I don't know if there was a limit on how far they have to progress into the level when they spawn from one side of the screen. So they might be able to spawn immediately now. I'm not really sure. Gloomies can duplicate into 5 now. The max group size is 150 instead of 100. Nice. And they have no node limit on the duplications. Very, very cool and challenging. All pretty anti-barrack too. Now we have Twilight Scourgers. The whip ability cooldown decreased from 5 seconds to 0 seconds. Wow. Scary. Whip ability now does no damage to enemies. It damaged enemies before? What? Was that really a thing? Banshees spawned now cost 1 life. Okay. Red caps apply poison. Cool. They're pretty weak. Insta-kill chance is 100%. More anti-barrack stuff. I really like that. Bandersnatches. They now have the Ettin's regeneration ability. Wow. They're going to be beefy. They spawn 3 Gloomies on death. I don't know what I think about that. It doesn't really make sense, but whatever. Twilight Avengers. Their armor changes from 90 to 100% and cannot be reduced. What reduces armor? Okay, so they just permanently have 100% physical armor. So we need more mages. That's good because mages are very underused in this game. They can apply a blasting spell to any enemy. Huh, cool. Fungus Breeder. They transform boom shrooms into munshrooms into fungus breeders. So you need to kill them quickly. You need to, in case you guys don't know, and for people who are wanting to start this mod, which I highly recommend, it's definitely worth just buying these games all on Steam because you just pay a 1 flat price for everything. So it is a way better deal than playing them on mobile. Micro is better, the art is better, the graphics are better, everything is better. You can play with cheat engines and speed things up, slow them down. Just buy these games on Steam, okay? Okay, support the frickin' devs, man. So you have to stall these guys, and in case you haven't really learned, and I've learned just by reading comments and seeing Vaduc Player, MNMOH, that basically a way to silence people is to block them with ally units. It's not this ridiculous thing, but it is useful to know. So when you see somebody who's going to come in and summon people or upgrade people like these fungus breeders do, you need to place your reinforcements or barracks or heroes or whatever right on top of them to stop them from duplicating out of freaking control. They can't transform into other mushroom enemies once they're transformed. Okay. Zealots now are invincible and can't be blocked. I've seen that in some of my gameplay. Bunnies from the Unseelie Court, Iron, have had their speed increased. Okay, cool. I'll have to try that out. Razor Boars, the more it's damaged, the faster its speed. Good. They spawn 2 Cloud Stalkers on death. I like the idea of changing those kind of things. They don't really make a lot of sense to me, but I like the variance. Golems, baby. Alright, let's see what they do. Spawn 10 Spider Broods on death. Wow, that's intimidating. All of these guys really are going to be forcing you to kill them as fast as you can, or kill them furthest away from your exits. For every Twilight Golem that spawns, 1 Arachnomancer spawns afterwards, and spiders spawned from this Arachnomancer give gold. Cool. That helps balance it out a little bit. Cloud Stalkers, face hug damage, cooldown decreased. Okay, so they're attacking 60% faster or something. Heretics, enemies that die within its range spawn Skeleton Knights. Wow, that's really cool. Revives as a Skeleton Knight on death. I love that. That sounds really cool. Especially since they're like the main magical sorcerer enemy that we're fighting. So that's really, really cool. Skeleton Knights have a lot of health, good armor. I assume that's decent speed, 30 to 50 physical melee damage. Awesome. Sounds scary, sounds cool. They're not originally in this game, so the fact that that's in now, good job Cam5 or whoever edited that. I think it's Cam5 doing all of this. Arachnomancers, these are the guys that spawn spiders. They will do it faster now. No node limit. They don't give gold for the spawn spiders, okay? Spawns 4 web-spitting spiders on death. That's pretty intimidating because those guys are scary. Let's go down here to the Blood Gnolls. Their armor increased from 0 to 60%. Blood Gnolls, Blood Gnolls, Blood Gnolls. Those guys aren't that hard. I think they only have like 400 or 300 health or something, so that's good. Blood Ogres, their melee attacks can now apply bleeding. Cool. They can transform Gnoll Gnars, all these tongue twisters, into Blood Gnolls. Cool. I like that. Ogre Magi. They can transform Ettins into Blood Ogres. That is really, really cool. That's my favorite thing I've read so far. The cooldown is every 8 seconds and can transform between 2 and 3 of them. So you got to kill those Magi for sure. Blood Servants can dodge. That makes sense because they are doges. Doges can dodge the doge, doge, dodge. Screecher Bats. Stun attack ranged increased 5-fold. Wow. It used to disable all your guys for like freaking 10 seconds, it seemed like, throughout the whole level, which was pretty broken. So now instead of doing the guys that are like right in front of them, they'll be doing 5 times that distance. So you need archers and magic basically. Mounted Avenger. For everyone that spawns, 1 Twilight Nomancer spawns afterwards. I don't exactly know what those are. Twilight Nomancer, 1,000 health, no armor. A little bit of melee damage. What is a Twilight Nomancer? Why can't I think of that right now? Is that a custom enemy? Or is that already in there? Spawns Twilight enemies every 5 seconds. Can spawn 4 Twilight Harassers, 3 Blood Servants, 2 Driders, and 1 Twilight Avenger. It's so ridiculous. And you know what I like about reading this? These aren't just ideas for a game. These are already in it. So the next time you play the Kingdom Rush Origins Chaos Mode mod thing, you know the thing, these are going to be in there. And they are going to make the game crazy. I don't even know if playing it on Impossible is going to be like that much doable anymore. It's going to be such a challenge. I've been seeing a little bit of Viduk doing it. Devourers spawn 3 Sword Spiders on death. Dark Spit turns allies into Dark Spitters instead of Shadow Spawns. Cool, so those can cascade out of control. Shadow Champions, Dark Blood applied, turns allies into Dark Spitters instead of Shadow Spawns. Cool. Bosses, High Hyena. Area attack more frequently. Magic resistance. Okay, so you can't just spam a Wild Magus. Boss wave changed. Awesome. That's honestly a huge thing right there. Militia, her health increased. She has full magic resistance now. Arcane archers just seem like they're just going to be even better than ever with some of these changes, but that is what it is. Everyone has good towers in every game, you know? Melee attacks apply a stun lasting for 5 seconds and 3 seconds for here. Wow. Tower block duration increased to 25 seconds. Okay, well that just means that battle mecha is the only way to go. Or like really good barracks. So, because those things still operate because they're like units outside of their own tower. So basically, you'll just have to use like Forest Keepers, Blade Singers, Battle Mecha. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. Power block duration increased from 15 seconds to 20 seconds. I don't know what power block duration means, so we'll see what that's gonna be like. Spider Goddess, health increased from 18,000 to 21,000. Good. So on Impossible, I think it would go up to like 24 or 27 or 30. I don't know what the damage health multiplication aspect is for that. Magic resistance. Okay, so these kind of things are making it so you don't want to use any mage towers still. Range attack stuns soldiers for 5 seconds and heroes for 3 seconds with webbing. Cool. Towers disable range attack increased from 3 to 11. Tower block duration increased. Power block duration increased. Cool. Has increased speed on spider webs. Oh, that's cool. So speed up. That makes sense. Bram the Beheader. Health increase. Armor increase. Magic resistance 2. Wow, he's going to be a lot tougher. Melee attacks can now slap away heroes. Cool. No longer transforms these guys and instead transforms Ettins into Ogre Magi. And then into another Bram the Beheader, which has less health, does not have the ability, and has the same magic resistance. I have actually seen that, where there was 2 of them, and I was like, what the heck? The cooldown has increased. Okay. Baj Niman the Hateful. The giant caterpillar boss. Magic resistance increased from 50% to 70%. Awesome. Melee attacks apply poison. Good, because they were kind of weak before. You could just cheese this boss with Blade Singers. Range bolt attack crystallizes soldiers, stunning them. Cool. Meteor attack applies dread or poison. Boss wave changed. Very nice. Godiath. Health increased from 15,000 to 17 billion. Just kidding. Armor increased, wow, to 95%. Okay, cool. So you'll need some magic on this level and, weird wood and stuff like that. Melee attacks apply burning. Really cool. Has an aura which damages allies in its radius and deals half the damage to heroes. Sweet. Dark Blood, applied from its ranged spit attack, turns allies into shadow champions. Dang, so many anti-barrack things. Environments. Grey Ravens. Gandalf smokes more frequently. Okay, so these are like some visual and like kind of funny things. In the waterfalls, more objects go in the river. The treasure chest gives you 2 gold instead of 20. Maximum chest spawn increased from 3 to 30. Okay, so the same amount, but you have to open them more frequently. Grimsburg, the Beanstalk gold decreased from 100 to 1. Why? Which speed increased from 900 to 30. The Crystal Lake, the Grooch Slang now crystallizes towers permanently. Wow. Okay. Unseelie Court, Macton's Web's towers in the level. The Ascent. Macton's Web's towers and spawn spiders in the level. Cool. Arcane Quarters. Young Ashbite is no longer a playable tower. Young Ashbite now spawns at the beginning of the level, has global range. His only range attack is Tier 1 Blazing Breath. Okay, does no damage, blah, blah, blah. Does damage to allies instead. What the heck? Young Barricid now damages allies as well as enemies. Cool. Extra Cloud Stalkers spawn on Wave 15. Macton's Retreat. Spider Brood. Eggs spawn Sons of Macton instead of Spider Broods. They descend from the sky, transforming into Driders once they reach the ground. Cool. That's going to look really cool. Shrine of Eleni. My favorite level. Not really. Sons of Mactons descend from the sky, turning into Driders. Okay. Duskwood Outpost. More Knoll Reavers spawn. Durdal Outskirts. 2 sleeping trees have been added. Dwerriman Gates, Sons of Mactons, descended from the sky. Shadow spawns spawn from the ground. Tainted Pit. Sons of Macton descend from the sky. They spawn from the ground. Damage radius of fireballs from the lava increased almost A little more than double. Cool. Mushroom patches spawn mushrooms instead of boom shrooms. Mactins. Drop duration decreased from 2 seconds to 0.05. Wow. Okay, so it's going to come down really, really fast. Webbing duration goes from 1 to 4 to 1. Okay. Tower block duration increased 30 seconds. Goodness. Spawns Sons of Mactins instead of spider broods. No bushes. Spawn double the amount of gnolls. Each gnoll enemy spawn gives 20 gold. Okay, cool. Bloodsidian crystals can transform gnoll gnars into blood gnolls. Can no longer insta-kill enemies. Can no longer teleport enemies back down the path. Cool. Note, these stats are for impossible mode. Some stats might be different on other difficulties. Very good to know. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hearing these. They sound really, really cool. I'm excited to play it when I get some time. Buy these games on Steam. If you love Kingdom Rush Origins, it is even better on Steam. Even just the vanilla one is better because you have impossible difficulty, which completely changes the mode. The everything. Enemies are buffer, have more damage, have more armor, and they move faster, which is cool. It looks scary, all that good stuff. So frickin' buy it on Steam and then just get this mod up and running.